Doing another East Coast Toyota Restorations update for Project Ruby, my 2001 Toyota 4runner. So far you guys have seen me do the interior dome lights, the dash lights, the headlights, and replace a couple exterior lights like the license plate, etc. I did the corner marker lights and a few others. But now I'm finally to the point where I get to work on the center console and upgrade the center console dash lights as well as the knobs. And the knobs that come from East Coast are way cooler than the ones that are factory, in my opinion. So I will show you those in a minute, but let me show you what it looks like in case you don't know what the factory setup looks like. So we're going to be working with this stuff today. So thanks for watching the video. I hope you like. If you have any questions about the products I'm using, please feel free to message me down below. I'll make sure to answer you. Or you can visit East Coast Toyota Restorations online, and I will put a link to that as well. So the first thing we've got to do is get the dash out. And so if you just grab the dash and pop it up, it comes up. And the same with this shell here. It just pops out. So that's what we're going to be doing right now. It helps if you bring your shifter, have an automatic, back out of the way, put your emergency brake on, and just get everything out the way. So alright, so this plate right here is got to come off. Alright, so easiest way to do this, just pull your knobs. And I'm not going to be reusing the knobs. And then just pop it out. And that will expose the factory lights. See how dim those are, and they're just nasty. So that's one of the things we're going to be replacing here today. Those lights were just awful. You saw they're just gloomy and just old. So we're going to get those hooked up with the new ones from East Coast. All right, guys. So I went ahead and just pulled the temperature climate control gauge out because I wanted to give you a good look at the lights that I'm replacing, because they're actually a twist in. And so if you can see in there. You see that? So it has little tabs and it twists in place. So this one has little arrows that shows you that once you push it in, you turn it to the left to lock it in place. So we'll get her popped out here, but I just want to be able to show you that it's not just a pull out bulb. It actually twists in there. So it must be run off of kind of like a circuit board system. All right, guys, so a little update on the project, or the last video that I had started, which was the center console lighting upgrade and the knobs from East Coast Toyota Restorations. It's been a little bit of a time since I started that. The previous footage you're seeing is kind of the tear down, and I'll be honest with you, I made a mistake, and luckily when I got a hold of East Coast, they got me a replacement control box really quickly so that I can fix my mistake. I wasn't certain how the LED lights went in. There's little slots right behind the knobs. So I broke this one right here in my factory box. And so I don't have any lights. So fortunately for me, really quick shipping, got it out. I finally got some time to go through and make the swap, get the lights in. But I wanted to show you guys this module. This is what you're really working with. This is what's right behind your dash above your stereo. Just know that there's 3 Phillips screws that you got to pull out to separate this box, and the LEDs go from the back of the box forward, and they just twist in, similar to your dash lights. So honest mistake on my part. That's why you're seeing me dressed different and different time of year and all that. So we're gonna go ahead and get it torn apart, take the old control box out, and show you what it looks like with the LEDs going in, the new knobs from East Coast, and do a function check at the end. Okay, guys, so I've got the old module out. This is the new one from East Coast. And like I said, there's just 3 screws you got to pull out, and then there's a little tab that you got to push up and then kind of squeeze with your fingers right here, and this will separate. You can put the new lights into those holes. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and crank out now. It's an acquired taste, metal, you know. Just like that. So then you can see the back of the circuit board, right? So this is where your control knobs are at. And I broke this tab on my factory one. Total accident, now you know, right? Don't make the same mistake I did. So the lights come right in here in the back, the ones from East Coast. And this is what they look like. They're super bright. And they just make contact right here on the circuit board. So you just put them in, line them up, give them a little twist. Just like that. There's 3 of them. It may be helpful to get a little flathead or a Phillips to fit in the back of the light, just to make sure it's tight. Alright, so now you'll be able to see those LED lights in that control panel. That's how they'll set. So when you push them in there from the back, they, like I said, they just twist. There's arrows, pretty easy diagram to follow if you actually open it up. So don't do what I did the first time. Okay, so there's 2 plugs in the dash right here. This one goes to the back of the control box, to the closer to the passenger side. This one to the driver's side. They only go one way. It's pretty simple, but it sits right here, right above your stereo. Excuse me, right here, right above your stereo. And we're gonna plug it in, test the lights to make sure we got a good connection, everything's working, and then get it all buttoned up. Got the control module back in place. I'm gonna just go ahead and energize my running lights and show you what these LEDs look like before putting everything back together. So you can tell those are way brighter than those factory green coated incandescent bulbs. So just know that if you get a light that's not working, take it out, rotate it 100 degrees to 180 degrees to reverse its polarity, and you'll be good to go. Get her put back in, and the knob's installed.